two versions of the way this goes down. It's the real version and then the TV edited version.
Nah, fuck that. We want the raw cut. This is Jerry Springer. All right, y'all. This is Cat's Pajamas, aka Cat's Pajama Skis, aka Cat's PJs, and I'm here with in a darkened room, and it's kind of dark in here a little bit, sort of. Not as dark. Well, these guys are in a darkened room. Not the room is dark. Whatever, man. Anyways, here with CJ, Candy, and
Via T-Bird, aka
see, that's why I didn't say his name.
aka Bats Pajamas.
Oh shit!
Or BJs. No, not BJs.
He said it. He's BJs, man.
Recently lost some family, and I want to say I think musically I was looking for something to take my mind off things, something maybe another creative outlet, and I kind of locked myself down in the basement for a little while, trying to kind of explore different textures of music. Came across some new pedals. Svea mentioned I had picked up a chorus that I fell in love with and wanted to get his opinion on some songs that I had floating around in my head, and he kind of helped me bring them to fruition. And slowly later we ended up recruiting Candy, who felt like she brought some beautiful textures to the music, kind of balanced out some of our energies, our vibe, and help us explore further what we were looking for. We quickly found our sound and felt we were kind of trying to build upon that. It was a little dreamy. It was a little slow tempoed at first.
Yeah.
Kind of tackled themes of loss, love, and we feel like we're kind of still pursuing some of those sounds and ideologies, I guess, behind the music.
And it's cheaper than therapy.
That is true. Yeah! That is cheaper than therapy.
Or is it? Because after what?
Shit,
25, 30 years now, it's been pretty freaking expensive.
It is.
It's an expensive freaking thing to do. Is try to...
Accidents happen when people aren't being careful, but we can all live safely if we just follow a few simple rules. First, make sure your shoelaces are tied nice and tight. Otherwise, you could trip and fall and poke your eye out. Never play with matches. They're very, very dangerous. If you find any matches, have your parents eat them so you won't be tempted to play with them. Bicycles are also very dangerous. You could break your neck. If you have to ride a bike, make sure to ride it really, really slowly. Or better yet, why not turn your bicycle over and pedal it upside down? It's also a good idea to check for bombs planted by commie spies. Make sure you wave hello to pedestrians before you run them over. School is a dangerous place too, so keep a brick in your desk just in case. Never drink through your nose. That's a sure way to drown. And whenever possible, walk down the right side of the hall. That way you won't bump into any nerds walking the other way.
be in a band.
That is true.
Yeah, we've done music I think for several years with different styles, of course, different genres. We never really like to pin ourselves down. We always just consider ourselves like fans of music foremost, and I think like labels to music and things like that come out after, or I guess if you
Right.
want to pick apart things, but I think if you just want to be true to yourself and find melodies I think that you can work with and that feel genuine to what you're trying to do, I think the best part is to listen to what listen to your heart, listen to your mind, see where it takes you, and I don't know, maybe you can make some beautiful things happen. So.
Hello, Sinister Selena here. You know, that one person that recommends movies that you have to watch or else. That's me. So, for today's movie recommendation, we are going straight to the 80s. 1988 Japanese horror. It follows, before I tell y'all the movie, we already try to guess it. So this movie follows a TV crew who receive a snuff film in the mail, and the reporter's like, oh my god, I want to go check out this spot. Like, is this real? Is this fake? Is it not? So they go to this spot where the snuff film was filmed, and it's literally a video of like a needle going into like this woman's eye. And they decide like, yeah, let's go over there. And they do. You'll have to watch it to figure out what else happens, but if you guessed Evil Death Trap, you got it right. And there's 3 of these. I would recommend the first one, the second, and the third. But even if you just watch the first one, it's really good. So grab a friend, grab some popcorn, and watch you some Evil Death Trap.
And mixing it and mastering it. We hear these songs thousands of times before people even hear them for the first time.
That's true.
So you start to kind of get in that mind frame a little bit, but honestly, we got too much stuff going on. Like, we got to do this, we got to make this video, and we got to shoot this, and we got to book this, and we got to. It's too much good stuff going on to really be depressed. So you have a sense of purpose when you're doing music, whether it's depressing or whatever, but it does help.
That's dope.
Yeah,
That's
for
dope.
sure.
From the day-to-day life of life.
Hell yeah. And so in a darkened room, where did that name come from? I mean, I could kind of guess, but it sounds pretty
This
obvious.
basement.
Oh, yeah. It might have been, a reflection of making music in a darkened room, but I feel like it may be more meant like philosophically, like kind of where you can find yourself in dark times. So, but also we thought, in a lot of ways, this could mean sex in a darkened room. This could mean, nightmares in a darkened room. This, like, so many different things, like, so where it almost leaves off in a darkened room could be what in a darkened room. So it's almost like up to your interpretation. Some people think that the album, like, is very sexual. Some other people feel like it's very dark and about loss. Some other people hear more of like the resentment from like maybe past relationships in the album. So it's almost like how a certain person, almost as they're going through different parts of their lives and experiences, like identifies with it in a slightly different way.
It's a little bright in here. Wouldn't you like to dim it to make it a little more romantic? Could you get it just a little darker?
I mean, I wanted to make these really simple, beautiful melodies that, like, I guess can kind of transcend a lot of different genres if they possibly could. So.
Fuck yeah. Nah, that's good shit, man. I agree. Fucking what's his face? Iggy Pop And the Stooges, when they started off, it was very complicated and shit. And then Iggy had pages of lyrics, and same thing. But then he's like, fucking, he's like, this sounds like shit. It's too blah blah blah. He started getting a fucking Sharpie and just crossing out shit. And then he just kept the simple parts. You know, I want to be your dog. Like, what if I just say that? That's way more powerful than this whole fucking page of shit. Just saying that is more of a fucking, like, you know.
Yeah, like almost
impactful
trying to
shit,
say
yeah.
more with less.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I think that's like the easiest way to say it. It's not that I think we're trying to be basic. It's more just like I feel like simplicity can speak more
yeah.
volume, you know,
Yeah.
than
Yeah, fuck yeah, I agree. That's fucking badass.
Nartoons.
Motherfuckers were in New Orleans. I've been in New Orleans. Super crazy. Any ghost stories? Any fucking crazy shit out there?
not like I would say not specifically, but I could tell you, like, I don't know, and I've had this conversation with certain people that there's kind of a certain vibe that New Orleans has. Not only do you feel the history in it, but they're also 300 years old, as San Antonio is. We reached past that 300-year mark, but there's a definitely a kind of a thick history that you feel. I'm very attached to history. I love stories. I like hearing about the city every time I go, and I feel like I hear something different. Not, I mean, that's based in some facts, of course, but I learn something different about the city every time that we go. And I love the vibe. I'm glad that it's still held on, like, past the years of Katrina and whatnot, and build itself and, like, continued, like, to have the same kind of community and the vibe that we still loved, and I did love when I visited there at the time. I'm not sure if the band members experienced anything supernatural per se, but I definitely feel like a connection to that city and its history, and I feel like we just meet awesome people out there every time that we go, and it's always a different place that we play every time, and not not against any grain. It's almost like I hear every time we play somewhere, there's always did you hear that this place is haunted? Or after we play, I'll hear someone say, did you hear that place is haunted? And it's just like, okay, well, definitely I had like kind of a vibe, or maybe a little bit of like hair sticks up on your neck when you're trying to use the restroom or something like that, but you can't really put your finger on it. But yeah, like I definitely, like, I appreciate that kind of sense of I don't know, the energy that the place like kind of carries, and I kind of, it almost demands like a type of respect when you go there. So like we go there with that, and like with a new sense of adventure every time we try to go. So
the scariest place was probably that abandoned like parking lot. We were playing this venue, and right next to it was this big abandoned parking lot, and it was stories high, and it was spray painted everywhere. And I was just kind of obsessed with it. I was like, oh, it looks so cool. I was taking pictures.
Was it an old hospital?
I don't know what it was. It's some kind of abandoned. I thought it was like a parking garage. Someone came up to me, a local, and was like, "Do not go in there. You will die."
Oh, yeah, they told me too.
I was like, "What?"
Pulling bodies out of there all the
homeless.
time.
I believe it was an old hospital that we were hanging out right next to at the time. And
Well, the venue we played at,
taking pictures, and they're like, "Don't go in there. You will not come back out."
That was a very real type of thing. Yeah, we couldn't do much, but all we could do was stare at it, like school children, like, ooh.
I mean, it was covered in spray paint art, which was really
Right.
cool, and it was, you know, like layers up. So someone crawled over the side
Yeah,
and spray
yeah.
painted all that, which looked really cool. And there's spray paint art all over the city, and it's
Yeah, for
beautiful.
sure.
And I was just, you know, I was mesmerized, something about it. But yeah, there's a, I guess, a homeless encampment, and
Yeah, there's a lot
people
of that.
get murdered
I was-
there.
I
all
was
the
one of them,
time,
fool.
which
But yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. Did you experience anything?
You know, honestly,
Did he see the most scariest thing in history?
you know, my answer for that is gonna be
We'll find out after this In a Darkened Room music video.
Every time I go to New Orleans, been there multiple times, I either get there too tired from driving or tired from playing or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I'm always like in a daze of like, and then you get there and it's like, let's go get a hand grenade, right? So you stay in this constant daze
Yeah.
until I leave. So I don't know if I've really been there and been able to like even notice if there's like something weird next to me trying to claw my neck away, but.
Yeah. The temptations for libations.
Yeah, the drug people are probably more scary.
Yeah, every time I get there, I'm in
Cool
a
with the
fog.
ghost.
But one time we did go when we went to the graveyard, an old graveyard from like the 1800s or 1700s or something. It was kind of eerie and it was very gloomy, you know, no sun or nothing. Just walking through there, and some of the graves already had some of the tombs are open and the body's gone. It's like, what do you know?
Yeah. It'd be great.
Yeah,
Driving
maybe
over
some
there.
of the-
Where did
some
it
of
go, or was
those-
that disappear from Katrina? You know, things like that. They're in ruins. So.
They're gonna have a weird thing with their cemeteries. Like you have to be buried above ground because.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the sea,
The
yeah,
above
they're
ground,
already,
yeah,
They'll float up.
due to the
Yeah.
flooding and stuff,
Yeah.
apparently.
Well, that was an eerie feeling, yeah, but
Yeah, but there was a one on the outskirts of New Orleans, I believe, that I visited one time, and like an edge of the I guess the mausoleum had been broken open, and you could see where they had pulled the remains out of the coffin, and that was pretty eerie to see, like pieces of the clothing and I didn't see any bones in there because I think they were probably taken. I guess because supposedly the theory is that some people use pieces of the dead or clothing or maybe even bones of the dead for certain sacramental or certain witchcraft, that type of thing. So that's been known. It's very popular in Louisiana in general, but I'm not saying that is what happened, but you never know. It's like a reason why somebody would desecrate that is that's eerie in itself. I mean, we definitely respect the dead, and we have a certain way that we look at that. So but that could very well happen there. You never know.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say it did happen. I'm gonna say it didn't.
It's hard to say in New Orleans. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of stories.
But the body was missing. We never know what happened.
It's all fact.
I mean, I
or
checked out some of the
fiction.
museums and stuff.
Yeah.
The Marie Laveau House of Voodoo and stuff.
Yeah, that was
and
cool.
Those
Yeah.
are fun. They have a little.
Those
all
feel
kinds
more.
It's a little touristy, but it's fine. And you can check out all the little.
Yeah, just stick
dolls
to the
and all kinds of
touristy stuff.
Yeah.
That's one rule I'll give everybody. Do not go off the tourist path. Stay on the French Quarter. Even fuck the alleys. You could even, some shit could happen. You even go into an alley in that motherfucker. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's not what we're here for. But, I'm gonna use that separate stuff. Personal use. Anyways,
For personal use.
for personal use in a darkened room. That's a joke. All right. Anyways, let's wrap this motherfucker up. Where can people find you? Where can people listen to your music and whatnot?
We're definitely on all the socials right now. You can find definitely visit our Bandcamp if you'd like to support us directly. Purchase any merch, purchase a CD. We'll be coming out with a new album soon titled Voices. That's going to be slated for at least late spring, late summer, hopefully the latest. And we're ready to introduce that to you. It's we've been spending a lot of time on it, and definitely you can look on our YouTube page and find any videos that we did previously. We produced 7 music videos for our first album, Sorrows. And of course, you can also follow us on Instagram, Facebook.
Spotify.
And you can find some of our music on Spotify if you'd like to, and follow our socials. We really appreciate it. Let your friends know about us, and hopefully we'll be visiting a city next to you or visiting you in your city.
Yeah, so that's it. Kintsugi, Cats PJs, Arato Gato. Meow.